made it.
You are now listening to Back-to-Back Hip-Hop. You are now listening to Back-to-Back Hip-Hop.
What's up, everybody? I'm Andy Alessio, and welcome to the latest edition of the Back-to-Back Hip-Hop Podcast. On Skype with me is Tennessee artist Swerzie, a.k.a. Swerzie Kardashian. So how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. What's going on?
Bro, why is your Skype name Swerzie Kardashian?
I don't even know why I did this, but I used to have a really big crush on Kylie. So I don't know why I put Kardashian. I should have put Jenner as if I'm like her husband, but that would have made me sound like I'm her brother. So I don't even know.
Dude, either way, that would have been whack.
Yeah, but it all started from having a crush on Kylie, which I still have.
Dude, who doesn't have a crush on Kylie? I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I swear.
So let's get right into it, man, with something that your mom said, in that if something pisses you off, do something to change it. And if you don't want to, then it's not important enough. So you tweeted recently that you're going through a lot of shit right now. So what are you going through, and how are you using your mom's advice to get through those situations?
It's crazy. Yeah, wow, that's a crazy question, because I remember tweeting that, but I completely forgot about it. Yeah, my mom always tells me that it's just not worth it. I've been going through a lot of shit where people have just been confronting me more than lately, because most of the time I'm a very close person. A lot of the people in the city, they know me and they know I make music, but I don't really reach out and talk to anyone. But lately I've been hanging out with more groups of people, and it's been making me more open. So I've been more exposed to people. So people have been seeing me more, and they've kind of been trying to start shit with me and all that. So, I've been applying that advice to that mainly. That's really about it as far as that advice.
Why Confrontations in the first place?
I don't even, so a crazy story how my music shit started. I was popular before I started making music, I was popular on Facebook for roasting people. So I would upload pictures of people from my city, people that I personally know, and just roast them, throw crazy long ass caption, just roasting the shit out of them. And I did it to everybody in my city, and it was crazy because I became Facebook famous off of it. I was popular for roasting people in my city. And then when I started making music, I immediately had a lot of buzz because I was already known for something. And a lot of people did not fuck with me because of that reason, because I would just roast the shit out of their friends, relatives, or even them. So I automatically had this infamous kind of vibe to me. And what's crazy, it still applies to this day. People will see, because that was years ago. But people will see me and they're like, oh, he's a bitch. I remember him when he used to roast this person and this person. So it's just really people holding grudges. I think that's where most of the confrontation comes from. It caused a bad vibe to spread around my name.
Dude, which is really funny because just talking to you already, it's how in the hell could this kid get in the confrontation, because he seems so laid back as shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. When they meet me in person, they just realize how cool and nice I am. The only reason I was roasting people is I just thought it was funny. People were always egging it on and pressuring me, and I really liked the tension when I was that age. I was 14, so I love doing that shit. But yeah, in person, I was super cool. I've always been nice to everyone. I'm never the one to confront people at all.
So give an example of how you would roast someone. What would you say?
Just the traditional roast, where you would put the neck ass and the head ass, and, this and that type of shit. That's how it would be. The way I roast is I always try to compare the person to a cartoon character, because that shit is instantly funny. If you compare someone to a cartoon, people just instantly laugh. So that's the first thing I come up, and then I just go off of that.
So if you had to roast yourself, what cartoon character would you compare yourself to?
Oh my god. People have recently been saying Johnny Test. That shit is crazy.
What?
Because there's another kid in our group named Lil February, and people be calling him Johnny Test, but now it's spreading to me, I guess because of the crazy hair. But yeah, people be calling me burnt broccoli head ass, all this type of shit, bro. Someone said I was shaped like a salt and pepper shaker. Oh yeah, because apparently I have little legs and a big ass torso. Apparently, I think it's because I wear skinny jeans and I wear thick ass hoodies. So like my body does not look with proportion. So they be getting on me so heavy for having like skinny ass legs and a big torso.
Bro, and there's nothing wrong with wearing skinny jeans with hoodies. I'm with that style 100%.
That's real. And if I could compare myself to any cartoon, it would probably be the Tasmanian Devil because he has them little ass legs and that fat ass torso. So that's me right there.
Dude, I'm with it. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, hey, just roasted the shit out of myself. Fuck it.
So let's talk about using your mom's advice for internal issues. So on the song Diamonds off the project, Ice the World, there's a lyric where you say, "Bitch, I meant it. Really pulled the gun and put it next to my brain." Did that actually happen?
Yes. Okay, so the reason why I said that is because if you notice, okay, I said that line in the Nar song. What was the first line on fucking Nar? Oh my god. By the way, I'm horrible at remembering my own lyrics because I write a million songs a day. You know when I say on Nar, on the song I say, "Putting that gun to my motherfucking brain." So that goes back on Diamonds when I said, I ain't really pull that trigger. Like, I got to writing all on my page, which was the song that came out, which is called Nar. Because the line right after it, I say, I guess my life is a Nar. Because the definition of Nar will be what I'm describing there.
Dude, crazy. Because you talk about suicide on this project a lot, especially on the last song too. So when I see those things and think of the advice that your mom gives you and then tie it into all the shit you're going through, I mean, that's instantly what I think of is internal problems. Yes.
I will admit I do go through a lot of things, and I think it mainly comes from not having my family here because I'm from Colombia, like South America. I grew up there. I lived there for many years before I came to America. Where I live now, Chattanooga, is just me and my mom. And I mean, I love being with my mom. I haven't spent a Christmas with my family in like more than 10 years. And when you're Hispanic, you're like very, very close to your family. So when you don't have them, you kind of start losing it, kind of going crazy almost. And, you know, that really affects you and your personality and how you handle things. I feel like that's where a lot of my anger and my sadness and all that originates from.
So is that the pain and anger that we're supposed to hear in your voice on this intro track in particular?
On the intro track, not exactly. I think with the intro track, it would be more like there's something that I go through a lot. I've been making music on SoundCloud for about 6 years, 7 years. Like if you were to log into my account and you would see all the private tracks I have songs uploaded from 6 to 7 years ago. And it's crazy because like nobody was really on SoundCloud at that time, but I have always been from the beginning. So all these artists that are like really popping now most of them used to be artists that wanted to work with me or like I was really cool with or friends with. And they all end up surpassing me like crazy. And I'm not really mad about them surpassing me. I'm just kind of mad at like how they always switch up on me. Like they always switch up. Like there's a number of artists that have just completely switched up on me that are super famous now that a long time ago used to want to work with me. So it's just the anger to know that all these people that have barely been doing shit have surpassed me like crazy. And I'm still like at this one spot, like almost there, like 2 steps ahead. So yeah, that's really what that Diamond song comes from. Like that shit just pisses me off. You know, just how I'm not there. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still flexed out. You know, I still got good shit going on. And that's what I mean, show your diamonds on the motherfuckers. I don't literally mean diamonds. I just mean, like, show what's good about you. Like, just show that shit off, you know. Flex whatever you have. Like, you know, if somebody was homeless, but they had, like, a nice-ass fucking grill, like, just show that shit off. Like, fuck the thought of you being homeless. Just flex what you have. So that's where that comes from.
So what do you think's good about you? What do you feel that you need to show off all the time besides your positivity? Because that's extremely noticeable.
I feel like I can really rap. Like it's not even being like cocky because there's so many good artists, but there's not really that many real rappers. Like there's artists that I can say I fucking love their music, but they cannot rap. They cannot fucking rap at all. But they're amazing at creating songs. So I feel like that's something that's really good about me. Another thing that I really like about myself is I'm really good with selecting beats. Like when it comes to producers, like I'm very good at having a good ear for what a really hard beat is and like what would sound good over it. And that's why I'm very select with my producers, which is, you know, something I definitely want to talk about in a little bit, just the producers. But yeah, those 2 things I feel like are really good. Just the beat selection in my music and the fact that I can actually rap.
So you know that on November 14th, 2016, you made a tweet relating to beat selection where you said that trap music saved my life. Y'all got no idea how good of a mood I get when a crazy ass beat comes on.
Whoa, yes. That is very true, which is a very big reason why me and Downtime became great friends, because when I heard his music, that shit just made me go crazy. Like, I just got so, like, lit to that shit.
Now, you and Downtime just met for the first time, like, recently, right?
Yes, we did. And we've been making music for 2 years together.
So how'd that all come together? How'd you link up with him in the first place? And then why'd you end up deciding to kidnap him when you finally met him?
Okay, so Downtime actually lives in Spokane, Washington, like the state Washington, and I live in Tennessee. So that shit is like across the country, like it's so far. And then a few months ago, he hit me up. He's like, yo, I'm moving to Jacksonville, Florida. Like, me and my family, we're like just gonna completely move over here. And I'm like, holy shit, that is a lot closer. Like, Florida and Tennessee are only a state apart. And it's actually funny because I live right on the border of Tennessee. Like, I live 5 minutes away from Georgia. So it's like an easy ass drive. So I'm like, we're definitely gonna link. And we always kept talking about it when he moved to Jacksonville. We were like, oh yeah, you gotta come up here soon, you know, type shit. And it would like never happen. And then I got booked for a show by these people named Community House. Which is a collective of these, it's just like a collective in Chattanooga that pretty much does everything. Like, they specialize in photography, art, they do events, things like that. They booked me for a show here in Chattanooga. Like, everyone already knew it was going to be crazy because they were the ones putting the show together, because they're known for putting crazy shit together. So I was telling Downtime, I was like, yo, I got booked for this show here in Chattanooga. It's about to be fucking crazy. Like, I know it's going to be crazy. You have to pull up. And that was like 3 or 4 days before the show. I was telling him to come pull up, and he actually went through with it. The next day, he bought a bus ticket up to Atlanta, and Atlanta's just 2 hours away from here. So he took a bus to Atlanta. We went and picked him up, brought him back, and yeah, he was here in Chattanooga with us for like 10 days.
Dude, that whole story is so crazy in the first place.
Yes, that shit is insane because he was supposed to be here for 2 days. Only 2 days. And like every day, like we would just keep getting more and more turned. Or we would make a crazy ass song, and he would just stay another day, like just another day and another day.
Now it's funny too. So first of all, his sample of the Twilight Zone on "Cheat on Me" was crazy. That's something I picked up on right away.
Yes, I fucking love that song. That's probably I don't know if it's my favorite song on the project, but it was definitely the funnest to make, or the most fun.
Why is that?
Just because the lyrics, like it's such a direct thing to say. Like, people don't really rap like just straight in your face like that. And the beat, like, it just gave you so much energy. Like, the second he sent me that beat, I don't know why I thought of saying that on the song, but I was like, yep, this is what is most appropriate. It was probably because I was going through some shit that had to do with that.
It's funny because even though you say, I mean, what really makes you stand out is your ability to rap, even with that ability, you still feel that you don't deserve a lot of the beats that your production team, including Downtime, makes.
Yes, they're just so good. Like, okay, my favorite producers has to be Downtime, After the Party, Shrub from my group, and then Climate Change. I don't know if you're very familiar with Climate Change, but Climate Change is actually a group from it's like 10 members, and they're all from Australia and New Zealand. Like, they're all from that same area. And they make the craziest beats in the fucking world. And it's crazy because they don't really fuck with many rappers, but they fuck with me so heavily. And like I have like a whole group chat with like 5 or 6 of the producers, and the whole group chat is just them sending me beats like again and again. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't deserve these beats are too fucking hard.
Now with that too, so is that the reason? I mean, going back to the fact that, I mean, most people nowadays who have made it big aren't necessarily the best rappers. Is that why you feel the underground shit's a trap?
I do feel like the underground shit is a trap. I don't really know an exact reason why it's a trap. It's just like a thing, you know, like after you make music for so many years, you kind of see where like people venture. Like after being on SoundCloud for 6 years, I've seen this artist go here to here to here. And I know like what kind of style gets you in what kind of direction. You know, like when X blew up, I was very, very surprised because with his type of style, it was so hard to break out of that underground trap. But he managed to break out of that. And that was something that really surprised me. I think out of all the SoundCloud underground rappers, he's the one to break out the most.
Dude, well, let me tell you, Sippin' Tea bangs, man.
Oh, yeah, that shit is crazy. That was back when I was cool with him, like when I knew him type shit.
How did that relationship come to be?
It came through Fuck It, which I know you interviewed before. Fuck It used to be in a group with him and all that, so that automatically got me close with X because I was friends with Fuck It. But that wasn't nothing crazy. It didn't last too long. Shit got switched up really fast, and yeah, just things happened in the way, and then it just kind of died off.
You don't sound regretful about that or remorseful at all.
No, I'm really not, because I saw a lot of the shit that, was going on. Like, I was peeping a lot of the shit. And I'm the type of person, like, I don't really care much about clout. I really care about the people that I work with. Like, every single person I've made a song with, I fucking love them. I don't make music with, like, random people. Like, everyone I work with, I love. Like, even the producers. Like, the producers I work with, I fucking love them. And the artists I work with, I love them. So, whenever it's not really a genuine person, I really don't care if they, break apart from me. Even if they blow up and become one of the most important artists of the year.
Well, and that's how it should be, too. I mean, first and foremost, anything that you release should come off as genuine. And for that to happen, you need to surround yourself with genuine people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's crazy, because that's something else my mom told me. My mom was like, making a song is like making food. Like, if you put love in it, it's going to be the very best. And I believe that firmly. Like, I'll never work. I don't sell features. Like, I don't do any of that. Like, I work with people that I like. And that's period. That's it.
Dude, music and food and sports are always so synonymous.
Yes, they tie in so well. It's crazy.
Now, so obviously, Icy Rotten is formed off just being genuine. So who's in that collective with you, first of all?
Okay, so it starts out with me, Swerzie. And then you have the photographer of the group, which is shot by Reggie. Then you have the graphic designer of the group, which is Jetfree. And it's Jetfrey. So Jetfree. He's insane at designing. He can make clothes. He's really good at cover arts. He's amazing. He is a super talented guy. And then the other artists, it would be After the Party. It would be ZOTiYAC. And then producers, it would be Downtime. It would be Shrub. It would be Key Adrian, which is someone I definitely want to talk about in a little bit. And Zaya from Climate Change. That's the Icy Rotten roster, and Shrub as well.
So how did Icy Rotten originate? Because, so funny story before you go into this. I typed in icy on Urban Dictionary just because I'm a nerd like that. And one of the definitions for icy in particular was erected penis.
Oh my fucking God. Erected rotten penis, goddammit. That shit is crazy. Dude. Oh my God. Bro, my friends are going to die laughing when I tell them that. That's crazy. But no, okay, so obviously, as you know, in my music, I make a lot of references to diamonds, to shit being icy, shit like that. But in my genre of music, I can be very flashy and icy, but then I can also be very dark and dead and shit. And that's where the rotten comes in. So I literally just put both of those words together. Me, Jetfree, and Shot by Reggie, and Shrub were all in a group chat together trying to come up with a name. And we just kept saying, like, random shit in the group chat. Like, Reggie said, like, rotten apple and, like, shit like that. And we just kept saying shit over and over again. And then I said Icy Rotten, and everybody was like, yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the name.
And I feel like, too, combining those two words in particular really sums up you as an artist, just because of the fact that there's too much creativity in you to resort to making just one style of music.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very versatile. I've always stuck to versatility. Like, that's my big thing.
Yeah, you were categorized as hardcore techno on SoundCloud.
Oh, yes, bro. They fucking keep doing that. Because SoundCloud has this, like, automated hashtag. They put hardcore techno shit. That shit makes me so mad.
Dude, I can't, like, how can you even define hardcore techno?
Yeah, I have no... I mean... Honestly, hardcore techno to me would be like what fucking like Helion and 50 Grand and those producers make. Their sound is amazing. I fucking love their music. But I feel like if you could think of the word hardcore techno, it would be there. It sounds like it's made on another planet. It's amazing.
Exactly. And how could a hardcore techno artist want to make a song that sounds like it should be played at Forever 21?
SoundCloud is crazy. I have beef with SoundCloud.
Oh, dude, let me hear it, man. Why beef with SoundCloud right now?
Man, so I'm part of this community on SoundCloud. It's a private community where you can monetize your songs and get paid off of it. And it's invite only. Like, they invite people. And they invited me, like, almost a year ago. And I joined that shit. And I've monetized several songs. And they have not paid me. And I've, like, blown up their emails so many times. And they'll give me, like, the shittiest responses. But I think I got it sorted out now because they made me fill out this long-ass tax paper form where I got to put my social security number and all this shit, my bank number. So hopefully turning that in will now fix it, but we'll see. We'll see about that.
Dude, that's ridiculous, man. I mean, going back to the underground shit being a trap, I feel like the music industry as a whole can be a trap. And that's a perfect example.
Yes, it can definitely be a trap. It's a lot of fake shit, like a lot of, Yeah, a lot of shit that's hyped up and big expectations, and then they just turn out to be shit.
Well, you said it best, too, through a retweet that you posted from J1 Inc. saying that A&Rs and major labels only want artists with a strong social media presence whose fan base they can tap into and generate revenue from. I mean, that's like a perfect example.
That is probably the biggest thing ever. Like, they don't give a fuck about your sound. They just care, like how do you show yourself on social media and the following that you have? You know, like, there's so many talented artists that really don't begin that much internet buzz, and nobody fucks with them because of that.
Well, I mean, I feel like, too, just your music in particular, I mean, once again, that creativity shows, and just the openness and vulnerability that you display. Like, dude, so I know that your personal favorite on this project is Heaven Sent, and it's mine, too.
Yes.
And, like, that beat change to end the song was crazy.
Oh my God.
First of all.
Yes, it was.
Now, going off that beat change in particular, I'm really curious to see if this is why you did the way you did. But there's a line early in the song where you say, "Devil, he knock on my door and I'll let him." So does that flow on that beat change? Does that represent the devil coming into your life? Because that's what I thought of instantly, just because it sounded so demonic.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's crazy.
Yes.
I can actually give you the exact thing I was trying to go for. So that second part at the ending where it slows down, that's when, okay, so the beginning part, it's like I'm more alive. Like, I'm very live. I'm talking. I'm like in the face of these demons and shit, like getting on them. And then the second part is when they've killed me. Like, they've already took over my body and soul completely. They have completely took over my shit. And I'm not Swerzie anymore in that part. I am the demon itself. Like, I have died off. I let the fucking devil in.
How do you even think of those analogies? Because, I mean, that's outrageous. In a cool way, it's creatively outrageous.
I will say Downtime, man. I mean, he doesn't come up with that concept, but his beats just make me think that way. That's why I love working with him so much. His beats always make me think. Like, they just make me spark ideas. Like, every time I hear a Downtime beat, I think of this. Like, an image instantly comes in my head. And that's the image that came to my head when I heard that beat. I was just thinking about the shit I was, going through, all these demons and shit.
Dude, so diamonds and demons, man. That's where it is.
Yeah, that flashy shit and evil shit. That's Swerzie right there.
No, but I love that too. And I feel like, I mean, as an artist, you're supposed to create art. And thus, I mean, you should be able to think of complex things when you listen to beats. Because, I mean, music's so dumbed down nowadays. So for you to say that, it's so refreshing to hear.
Yes, there's a lot of thought behind my music. And I get that a lot because after the party, I don't know if you've heard of him, but you should definitely fucking listen to him. His style of music is nothing like mine. It's 20 times better than my music. His music has a lot of thought into it. And since me and him are like in the same circle, when I hear his music, I'm like, damn, I can't let him beat my ass. I got to catch up. I got to go crazier. So it's truly him. He just drives me to go so hard.
And I feel like everyone in Icy Rotten drives you to go so hard in different ways. So, I mean, how is that?
It's amazing. That's why I love my group, because every single person individually, like, they make me go crazier. And there's actually this other group called Uzi Boys. It's a group that I always hang out with here in Chattanooga. They're a group of, I believe it's 7 or 8 people. They're just these crazy ass fun skater kids, and they are amazing. And their work ethic is so insane because they don't have that much recognition because they only started on SoundCloud a little bit last year. But their drive to make music is so impressive. Like, they can crank out so many songs and so many beats. And just hanging out with them every single day, watching them do that drives me to go crazy. And same with Downtime. Like, I'll be talking to Downtime every day. Like, every single day he'll have a new beat. Like, he'll send me a new beat every single day. And I'm like, damn, I gotta keep going crazy.
Dude, well, in order to survive, too, in this industry and to stay relevant, I mean, you have to go crazy all the time. And for you to still be relevant 6 years later after starting on SoundCloud, that shows.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been a long way. Like, it's crazy how long I've been making it. Like, I've been through so many artists, so many producers, so many little cliques, all this kind of shit, and I feel like right now, I'm in a good position from where I was even a year ago. Like, I feel so much better about my own craft.
Year after year, too, that growth, I mean, should be noticeable, and I definitely think it is.
Yeah, because, Ice the World is actually me and Downtime's second EP. We had a first one we released last year, September the 2nd, I think. And if you hear the first EP we made and then you listen to Ice the World, like, the difference is completely crazy.
How would you describe the difference?
When I Die Throw a Party, it's very dark. Every song is pretty much like just dark, and it sounds good, especially on Downtime's part, the beats sound amazing. But I feel like on my part, I was still like trying to find myself. Like you could tell like what kind of style I wanted to make, but it wasn't fully executed yet. And on Ice the World, it's so executed, like perfectly executed every single song. And there's actually a crazy story about Ice the World. I don't know if you want to hear it, but it's something about the making of it.
Of course I want to hear it, man.
All right. So you know the song D-Boys? Like what the fuck wrong with D-Boys? That song, I had that beat like weeks and weeks and weeks before Ice the World dropped. But that song was not written until the night before Ice the World came out. So there's a guy in Uzi Boys. It's one of the main people in the group. His name is Key Adrian. He has this little sister, and every time we're making music at his house, his little sister will come in the room and just start rapping. She's like, I think she's 14 years old, 13 or 14. But she'll come in the room and just start rapping, and it's fun because like it's so like she sounds so cool. And when Downtime sent me the beat to D-Boys, I was like, man, I need a girl on this chorus. And I was like, what would she say? And I was like, what the fuck wrong with D-Boys? I was like, that sounds kind of hard. So yeah, if a girl was saying what the fuck wrong with D-Boys over and over again, that shit would sound crazy. And like for weeks and days, I was trying to find a girl to do it. So yeah, I was like, damn, that shit would be insane if, you know, I had a sister on it. So we went to Key Adrian's house. I pulled up the beat. His sister recorded her chorus on it. I told her, I was like, say what the fuck wrong with D-Boys on this over and over again. She was like, all right. It took like 3 or 4 tries. She recorded it. I sent the vocals to myself. I went to my house and then put it up on my computer. And then I just started writing my verse to it. You know, I just started writing. And this was the night before Ice the World came out. And then I finally got done writing it. And then I recorded it that night. And then I threw it on my computer to mix it because I mix and master all my own music. So I threw it on my computer to mix it. And then bam, finished it on the morning the day Ice the World dropped.
So I don't procrastinate at all. And I feel like doing that would like drive me insane to do that. Yes,
I stayed up all night. And I I drunk a Rockstar can while I was making the song. And I still have it saved because that Rockstar can is legendary, bro. That's what kept me up making these boys.
Dude, that's a key to success right there, man. Rockstar Energy.
Yeah, shout out to Rockstar. Tell ZOTiYAC to sponsor me.
Dude, no, my favorite comment, though, toward the positive reception of this project was from Brando, where he said that you sound like an angry Colombian version of D-Boys.
Yes, man. I love Brando, first of all. He's a great guy. I've never met him, but I know him through Fuck It. I love him. Yeah, I get shit. I don't know. Like, I fuck with DMX heavy. I'm not going to be one of those type of people who's like, yeah, he's an influence of mine, but hey, I mean, DMX be angry as fuck on his songs too, and he be barking, because I be barking in a lot of my songs. Like, I do the ooh, and I just like throw hella reverb on it. So I guess that's where people get that shit from.
Dude, I love that, man. But we didn't even get to talk about this, and we have to. I mean, if you're from Colombia, how the hell did you end up in Chattanooga?
All right, so the way I ended up in Chattanooga was crazy. So my mom went to college in Colombia with this person named Adriana, and then Adriana had a sister that went to Texas. And then while she was in Texas, she met this guy out in Texas and fell in love with him. And then that guy ended up being from Chattanooga. So that lady and that guy moved back to Chattanooga, where he was originally from. And then my mom's friend ended up moving to Chattanooga as well. And then my mom was like, well, fuck, Chattanooga is pretty nice, because she saw like photos of it. She's like, fuck it, I'll go to America too. And then she took that flight.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
that shit was insane. Like, it was a whole different experience, you know, because all I knew was Spanish. I ain't know shit.
Well, I feel like, too, I mean, from a rap standpoint, I feel like that all fell into place through fate, because, I mean, Chattanooga, you wouldn't think so, but it's ironically really popping.
Yes, Chattanooga is very popping. You would be very surprised at all the shit we got going on. And, I mean, we have a few big artists from here. Usher's from Chattanooga. I don't know if you knew that. And then right now we have Baby Mother. I don't know if you've heard about her. She's starting to get big right now. She's got a few Fader articles and stuff. She's from Chattanooga. She's a great friend of mine. And then you have Isaiah Rashad, which is an excellent artist, and he's very well known now.
Dude, Isaiah is like the definition of Southern rap.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, I love Zay.
Yeah, I've met Zay multiple times.
You met Zay?
Yeah, I'm very cool. He's part of this group called The House, and all the members in The House are very good friends of mine. It was funny because the first time I met Isaiah Rashad, so we was all at this house, and Isaiah was like, hey, who trying to pitch in money for some weed? And then my friend gave Isaiah Rashad like $5 to like help pitch in. And then, bro, this man Isaiah gave him like 3 grams of loud from those $5. We was like, bro, Isaiah Rashad is the realest motherfucker on this planet, bro.
Dude, that is the craziest and coolest story ever.
Man, I'm a big Isaiah Rashad fan. I love Zay. And everybody else in his group, the house is amazing. Like YG Tut, you have Shuey, which is the DJ of the group. There's a bunch of artists in that group. You should definitely look into that. They're coming up in Chattanooga as well.
So I mean, despite everybody, in Chattanooga, why is your boy ZOTiYAC your favorite rapper?
Oh my God, ZOTiYAC, man. ZOTiYAC is the best rapper. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. His sound, okay, so I've been making music for a really long time, and my sound, it's really hard to like match somebody with my sound. Like I have this like deep, aggressive ass voice, and there's a lot of rappers that have that type of sound, but it doesn't match up to mine. And I feel like ZOTiYAC is the person that comes the closest to match to my type of sound. Like, what I think of ZOTiYAC, I think ZOTiYAC is rapping about flashy shit and cool shit and murder shit, but he makes it look cool. Like, he makes that shit look so cool. And he has this authentic voice. Like, it sounds so fucking, like, crazy. I'm a very big fan of ZOTiYAC. He's my favorite artist ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And that, back to when I said earlier, how I can actually rap. He can actually rap. He can rap his ass off. I have so many unreleased songs from him. I have that 5K freestyle that everybody on Twitter is going crazy over. I have that full song. I listen to it all the time. He bodies every fucking song he gets on. I don't care what it is. He is so good.
Dude, just from listening to you talk about him, like I can feel the enthusiasm through my laptop.
Yeah, I get so happy when I think about like ZOTiYAC and like more friends of mine. Like it just makes me so happy to know that I have talented friends. Like I feel bad for people that have like shitty rappers as their friends. Like I'm so thankful to say like everyone that I fuck with is so good at music.
When it seems like too that everyone you fuck with has the same mindset and passion that you have.
Yes, they definitely do. Like I've talked to ZOTiYAC many times about this music shit. Like he's on the same page as I am. I don't know if you know this, but he's still in high school. So like he still has a lot of like thinking and decision making and like blowing up to do right now. Like he can focus on his music right now as a priority. Like I do know he's going through a lot of shit right now, but I feel like he can get out of that hard place soon if he just keeps dropping and keeps going crazy.
So how do you be there for him as a big brother from that sense if he's still in high school?
I think, honestly, I wouldn't even see ZOTiYAC as a little brother of mine. I would just see him as like a twin almost. Like we don't look alike. Our voices don't sound alike, but I feel like me and him are on the same page. I have no idea. It's just we have that same kind of vibe and sound where it's like the dark rapping, the flashy rapping, and even like we be talking about sexual shit with hoes. Like we're always on the same page about that. Like me and ZOTiYAC done talked about hella shit about these hoes, but I'm not going to talk on all that because I don't know who's all listening. I don't know if you got somebody or anything. And that was a long time ago anyway.
Dude, so is the title of your guys' EP going to be referenced about hoes in some way?
No, so the title is actually 1-800-187. And I don't even know why I thought about that. It was just a thought in my head, like 1-800-187. Like that shit just sounds so fucking cool. Like nobody has an EP called that. I was like, we're running with that. He was like, all right, bet.
Dude, that sounds like some Matrix
Yeah,
shit.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, we already have a number of songs lined up. I already know the producers that are going to be on it. Like, I already have them motherfuckers lined up. Like, I'm ready.
When are we going to see that release?
I'm not sure. I'm going to try to get it in December. I might drop it on my birthday, which is December the 9th. We'll see about that.
Dog, right there with you, man.
Really? Wait, we have the same birthday?
Really? December 9th.
Holy shit, that is fucking crazy. Oh my God, that is what's up though.
Dude, you know who else shares that birthday? I think you'll appreciate this. Kurt Angle of WWE and Don motherfucking King.
What? That's crazy.
Yes,
dude, I love Kurt Angle. I fuck with Kurt Angle heavy. My first WWE action figure when I was a kid, it was a box with 2 action figures, and it was The Undertaker and Kurt Angle. That was my first action figure.
Dude, that's what's up, man. You can't go wrong with that at all.
I fuck with Kurt heavy.
Dude, so December 9th is when we could see this.
Maybe, yes, hopefully, because ZOTiYAC is working on a lot of projects. I'm also working on a fuck ton of projects. So we'll see. But something else I like about ZOTiYAC is he gets shit done fast. So, and I do too. So we'll probably get that shit out by then. We'll see though.
Dude, I'm with it, man. Dude, well, thank you so much for coming on. This was incredibly dope.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you having me. I fuck with all the people you interviewed too. I've listened to a lot of your interviews. You've interviewed a number of my friends like Fuck It, Black Sand, Kamiata, Young Bambi, Lil West, actually. That was crazy when I seen you at a Lil West interview. I fuck with Lil West very heavy. That's a great friend of mine as well.
Dude, he's coming up quick,
he's
too,
finna
man.
blow. I definitely finna blow. He's coming up. He was on my first album. Fun fact, again.
Dude, I feel like everybody Like everyone in some way or another who's coming up is connected to you.
Yes,
in some
like
way.
it's that's what I was referring to earlier. Like I'm the big mutual person of SoundCloud. Like I think about 3 people on XXL I've worked with. Let's see, I did a song with Kyle. I was gonna do a song with Smoke Perp because then like everybody else is blowing up. Like I somehow knew of or met already. It's so crazy.
Dude, you are officially the hip hop gatekeeper.
Man, I'm trying to get someone to replace my fucking position.
Dude, let me tell you, man, with your mindset, both as just an artist, but more importantly as a person, like it's gonna happen. For real.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Dude, of course. Guys, follow my boy Swerzie on Twitter @Swerzie. Be sure to check out his latest project in Ice the World. Follow Nick and I on SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube @BackToBackHipHop. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.
Shout out to Back to Back Hip Hop, bitch.